Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter. Here in Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
What's your name again? Keith? Oh, K-E-E, Keith. Okay. I'm Nick D. So you say you went to J? You say you go to J-Town? You got a mother and a father at home, or just a mother? You said what? Which one?
Like a mother-in-law.
Okay, a mother-in-law. Okay. This is, and that's what we missing in our lives. Give me Proverbs 22 and 6. Because we were supposed to be being taught God's laws, and we was missing the family structure, the mother and the father. So watch this. This is what was supposed to be taught to us when we was little. Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6.
You got. I assume you don't have no children, right? But this is what hopefully you come into the truth and you start keeping God's laws, and you're supposed to teach your children this from the youth up.
Train up a child.
Train up a who?
Train up a child.
No, train up a teenager.
Train up a child.
Get them while they're young. Read.
In the way he should go.
And the way he should go is God's laws. Teach him the right way.
And when he is old.
When he is what?
And when he is old.
When he gets to be a teenager, when he gets to be 20, 30, watch what happens.
He will not depart from it.
Yeah, that's it. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. Praise ye the Lord. You see what I'm saying? That's a good thing. Give me verse 15.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 15.
And this is what the Most High God says to do, train up a child. And this is how you show love to your child also. Watch this.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
What is?
Foolishness is bound in a heart of a child.
Because when you're young, you think you know everything. But the Most High said we're foolish. A young child, he gets into stuff. You know what I mean? And every now and then you gotta correct him. Meaning you gotta spank that butt. Watch it.
But the rod of correction.
But the what?
But the rod of correction.
That belt, that switch. You don't know me. I'm speaking a foreign language. You about switching. You don't know about those switching. So that belt
shall drive it far from him.
Meaning, when the Most High said, when the Most High said you disciplining your child, that means you're showing him love. That you showing him so much love to where he's not gonna want that no more. You know what I mean? A father really only got to whip their child a couple of times, real good, and they gonna remember that whooping. And they don't want no more of that. That correction's gonna drive. You're supposed to fear that discipline. The same way we're supposed to fear the Lord. Give me, yes, sir. Yeah, now we're gonna touch on some of these laws that you're supposed to be doing. All right? Yep. So do you understand what the soldier was bringing out also? He told you a lot of information of the scriptures. Okay, all praises. So let me ask you something. So what's your nationality? Okay, we gonna go over it again. Hold up. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Well, hold on. Because see, I asked you what's your nationality, so I don't even want to touch on that right now. So first of all, let me ask you, do you know what nationality means? You said what? A nationality is who are you? Like, if somebody say, what's your nationality? Who are you? What would you say? Not your name. Who are you? I mean, what's your nationality? Where do you come from? Exactly. Look at that sign right there. That first one. You can say you was an American black, African American. But what was the Most High God call you on the left? That's your nationality. There you go. You are an Israelite, the 12 tribes of Israel. You are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. What the soldiers bring out, the same tribe that Christ came from. Let's get that real quick. In Hebrews chapter 7 verse 14. The same tribe that Christ came. Hold on, we'll get that for you. Yep. Okay. The same tribe that Christ came from. What was you looking at specifically on that? What was you looking at? Oh yeah, we gonna touch on that. Deuteronomy 28. That's the stuff they put on us to disgrace us and to put us in yokes of iron and stuff. No, let's get right. You know why this happened to us. Yeah, go to Deuteronomy 28. All praises. The Spirit led you to this right here. Yokes of iron on our necks. The Most High want me to teach you that. Start at 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
The it is the curses. Hold on, start at verse 1. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. We're going to show you what the it that verse 15 was talking about. 28, verse 1.
This.
Because that's very important what the it is.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Now, that's very important. The Most High God told Moses to tell the children of Israel in the wilderness, it shall come to pass that if we shall listen to the Most High God, that all,
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Is that, our nation of people, the so-called African Americans and Latinos, are we set on high above everyone on earth right now? Huh? We're the Lord's. You're right. Here's why. Verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Remember, because verse 1, he was telling you, if you keep my commandments, I'm going to set you on high above everyone on the earth. But now he's going to turn that pancake over. But it shall come to pass.
But it shall come to pass.
Meaning a future prophecy.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now T, right? Key. Now he's telling you if you won't listen, something's going to happen.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
See, the first part in verse 1 through 14, it was about blessings and giving you something for being good and obedient to his laws. Now it's something he's going to discipline you about. Now he's calling them curses. Now, is that a good or a bad thing if somebody put a curse on you? But not just anybody put a curse on you. If Officer Jethro put a curse on you, you be like, ah, man, whatever. But the Most High God is putting a curse on you. The one who brings the rain down. He's putting a curse on you now.
Verse 16. Curse should I be in the city.
Now, very important. He said one of the very first curse he mentions is for a reason. He said, curse, Key, shall you be in the city. He told all the Israelites, y'all going to be cursed in whatever city around the world y'all in. Y'all going to be cursed. What's some of the ways we cursed in a city?
Bring it up.
Wow. Hey, you know what? You said something heavy just now. Y'all know what how old are you? 17. You know what say that again. You said being shot by who? Because see, everybody always says, shot by the white man and by the Chinese man. Who'd you say we being gunned down by?
Shot by our own people.
Shot by our own people. If that ain't a curse, you don't see no Chinese people walking around shooting each other, do you? You don't see white people just act like they're in an OK corral, just gunning each other down. We doing that. Curse that we gunning down our own selves. Curse that we in the projects. They call it the ghettos, the hoods. Curse that we're all, you see a bunch of Negroes, they sagging their pants. They up to no good. You thinking they great go start a fight. Are they in a game? That's curse. Curse that we aborting our babies. Right. It's a curse that our fathers are not in the household. It's a curse that a man who sleeps with another woman don't want to marry her. Right. That's a curse. It's a curse that we got liquor stores on every corner. It's a curse that the little mom and pop stores are owned by Arabs and Chinese people. We don't own nothing. That's a curse. Right. It's a curse that I would say, what's your nationality? And you say, I'm a man. That's a curse. How come they know their nationality, but we don't? You see what I'm saying? Get that about we should be the head. What scripture that? We should be the head. That should come down very low.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43. Bring it out. The stranger that is within thee should get above thee very high.
The strangers are the other nations, the so-called white man, Chinese man, Arab man, East Indian man, the real African man. Read.
And thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
You know why the Most High God said, and we should come down very low? If he said we should come down very low, where were we at first? We was on top.
That's right.
From King Solomon until around, 14 something, when the Renaissance, we was on top. But now he said, y'all should come down very low.
And he should be the head, and thou should be the tail.
See that? Now they're gonna be the head, and we gonna be the tail. Now we gonna be the butt of the jokes.
Right.
We gonna be living in a doo-doo and all that. Now we gotta ask them. We gotta go get loans from them from the bank and stuff like that. Now we gotta go. Massa, can I work today? Are you hiring? Why are we the last ones hired? What is it? Last one's hired, first one's fired.
Right.
That's us.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
You know why this is very important? Because, have you ever heard this before? Just gospel. Have you ever heard this before? Where have you heard this before at? You said what?
At church when I did go.
About who?
At church when I did go.
At church when you, so they told you about the curses and stuff in church?
I feel like it was false testimony.
Right. That's why I said, have you ever heard this, what we're bringing out? Okay, all praises. Well, you're going to hear about it today. Now watch this. This is what happened to us. This is how we got over here in so-called America.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again. What's he talking about? All right, let me ask you something. When our ancestors came over here as slaves, when do we ever go back to Egypt? I'm trying to make you think. Has that happened? Where we physically went back into the land? Have they ever let us go? We're still the children of the slave trade. Right. They ain't ever let us go back to Egypt and all this stuff. So what's the Most High God talking about? And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Remember, we were slaves in Egypt. So when he threatened us with that again, we were scared to death. Like, please, man, we were slaves under the hand of Pharaoh.
Right.
So now you get it. So now he's saying, now I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again. So what's he saying? He's going to... Remember, what were we in Egypt? We were slaves. Yeah. He's going to do what? Right. Say it on the mic.
Make us slaves again.
Exactly.
Right.
So he said, and the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again. Back then, we already knew he meant slavery again.
Right.
But now the Most High God's going to tell you what it means.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What did he say Egypt meant?
Out of the house of bondage.
The house of what?
The house of bondage.
Egypt means what?
The house of bondage.
Bondage. When you in bondage, you tied up. Captivity. Slavery. So go back to Deuteronomy 28:68.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
No, Lord, please. Please don't bring us back into slavery no more. please. But this time he gonna tell you how you're gonna go. The first time we walked into Egypt, now he's gonna tell you what he means.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
On slave ships.
Right.
All over the world. He ain't talking about the physical Egypt over there. What does Egypt mean? Slavery.
Right.
Slavery. He ain't talking about the physical land of Egypt. Now you looking at it with spiritual eyes and spiritual ears. Now you understanding what the Bible means. See how we had to go back in Exodus? That's a precept to show you what Egypt meant. He got the definition of what Egypt means. Slavery. And he said, now you're going on slave ships. See that? We was packed in there like sardines.
Right.
You see that? Now, when you packed in there, packed in like sardines, it took us about a year and a half to get from the west coast of Africa over here and wherever he landed. So just think, women was on their menstrual cycles, having babies, brothers was pooping,
Right.
peeing on each other,
Right.
diseases was running rampant. We was smelling like we was dead. Some of us was dead.
Right.
Some of us was, hey listen, it took us a year and a half. You know how hot it was on them ships? A year and a half. We was stinking.
Right.
That's a curse right there.
Right.
That only happened to your people. And it's in the Bible.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Been in the Bible for all these years. But you only gonna get that information here right now. The preacher, they forbidden to read that thing.
Right.
Right.
But your brothers who love you right now, we gonna tell you. We gonna tell you the truth. We gonna teach you the real stuff. So you could
We
teach.
used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.